Maybe you could take it to Mount Infinity, but having access to only a weak bubble attack might be a hindrance over there. But it could be a pretty big flex, I suppose.
Okay, that's enough of that. So, I'm Lexi. This is my channel. I do dumb things here. I always wondered what the hardest feasible challenge for Digimon World is. And so, near the middle of November last year, I came up with the stupid decision to try this. Beat as much of Digimon World as possible using the Tanemon glitch. The rules are simple. 1. Tanemon only. I don't think that needs explaining. 2. No major glitches. I don't know how to use the glitch shop or the lid trick, and unlocking Mount Infinity on day 1 wouldn't be as much fun for you, the viewing audience. And 3. The PAL version is being used for this run. Aside from that I like the mono-spaced font better, the extra poop amount is a challenge for us to manage. But now, we have come to the obvious question. Lexi, how can you beat the game with Tanemon only if you start the game with an Agumon or Gabumon? Well, dear imaginary viewer, I'll tell you. We have two choices. Risk fighting Agumon and winning, and validating our challenge before it even begins. Or we spend its entire lifespan doing run drills because it's the fastest one with no extra reward. 7 in-game days, many poops, and 1 Scarmon later, we have our choice of Digitama. Naturally, we pick pink, and the run begins for real. So, to explain what's going on, Lexi Skullgrame is my complete challenge from beating the game without using items. I have started a new save file, as you've seen in the video call we had yesterday, Caribou. Was it the day before? I can't remember. Days going to nights, going to days again for me. We are going to try and beat as much of Digimon World 1 as possible, using a glitch that keeps our Digimon from turning it into a rookie. So it'll have 1 attack, it costs no MP, it has no tracking, and it does terrible damage. Oh yeah, this is gonna be pain. Fun kind of pain though. Masochu, indeed. Glad to hear you're not doing too bad. Any luck on getting parts for the computer? After a few hours of training and a bit of gassing with the chat, Euramon signaled the true beginning of the run by turning into Tanemon. If Fluffy would draw me throwing a chair in a fit of rage. Probably, if I paid her. And then she'd be like, no, my art is not worth money. And then I'd be like, shut up, Fluffy, take the money. Take it. Take it. And then there'd probably be more art of me poking a £20 note at her on a stick. After a rather uneventful day of training, we explained to a chatter about the Tanemon glitch. This happens a lot. Okay, evolution is prevented by a fairly simple method. There is a state where Tanemon can be that fails the evolution conditions for both of its evolutions. That is, attack is the highest stat, and Tanemon's weight is less than 10, which is why we are not feeding it before bed, in hopes that its weight goes down. After that, we're just going to try and keep attack as the highest possible stat. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if it's a bug or a feature, but one of the times we go through training, we are going to have to train MP, even though it's a useless stat to us. Because Brains does not level up its training by training Brains. It levels it up by training MP in the waterfall, which is mildly annoying, but time for Digidump. Well, it's not called a fast cooker, is it? Tish. Okay, Tanemon just decided life inside the boulder is the way to go. There is one minor benefit to being stuck with a baby stage Digimon. They go to sleep a lot, meaning that you can save scum a great deal more than normal. In testing, I ended up bumping into Piximon twice, which is like a 5% chance, if that? To be fair, they do at least do you the decency of warning you, hey, I'm an ultimate level Digimon, don't fuck with me. Unlike Mamamon and Metal Mamamon. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I forgot we're supposed to be adults. Oh, thank you, T. Tanemon is like Bulbasaur but bulbier. Yeah, Bulbamon. Are you kink-shaming your washing machine? Editing Lexi here. I'm just gonna make the executive decision to cut to the fight. This is taking forever. Good news, we can now actually play the game. So, with our Tanemon in tow, some information about its combat prowess. Or lack therein. Tanemon is— get that ass banned! Do you mind me? I'm trying to post-commentate. Tanemon is a nature/aqua-type data Digimon, with Bubble as their only attack. Bubble is aqua-type, has a base power of 10, the same as this status's attack projectiles. Unfortunately, it has another downside. 2% base accuracy. Oh no, T's being aggressively British. We might have to dump her in the harbour. Come on, Tanemon! Hit him! Okay. Huzzah! Gameplay achieved! That third icon. That's an artist palette. That's because you drew one of my emotes. You are responsible for the salt pile. After a bit of faffing around, we head to Kunamon's bed, and then down to Sealer Point. Right, can't sleep in Kunamon's bed. 1, that's rude. 2, we might digivolve. I can't remember the exact mechanics of digivolving in Kunamon's bed. Ah. Oh, okay. Sealamon helps you regardless of which option you pick. Oh my god, Mameo, stop staring at the bridge! And now we want to go through Kunamon's bed again, and talk to Sealamon, then come back this way, and talk to Betamon, and then we go and see Centaurumon, and play the Amida Kuji lottery, and hope we don't get shot to shit, and then we can summon him, and then Euramon will tell us where the bridge is, and then we can start manipulation? Well, yeah, I mean, the way to not get hit by Centaurumon is just to play the game properly. And that's by knowing how an Amida Kuji works. Okay, so first we want to head to the east, avoiding Mucho Man Randy Savage. Grab the medium MP in case we do get hit by Centaurumon. Wait, no, not medium MP. What am I saying? Medium recovery. I hope we don't clip a Yanmamon or something. Oh. So now we have access to autopilot. Well, I guess it's better than being Alphamon. You're more stable in Betamon. Less prone to errors and crashing. Aww. Tanemon is so small it looks like it's actually sitting on the toilet. That's adorable. After getting lost in the tropical jungle, we head to Amida Forest. Okay, puzzle time. Are we definitely— Fuck. Definitely— Fuck. Get it right— Fuck. First time. Sorry, I'll take the damage. Never mind, I will not take the damage. Ah. No, I'm trying to get the right way so I can actually progress through this area. Too fucking raw. After obtaining universal Digimon healthcare, we head back to File City to check in on the locals we've collected. With Agumon, Betamon, Sealamon, and Centaurumon, We now have enough prosperity to have Euramon let us know about the hidden bridge. At least once we pay Centaurimon another visit. And once I go into Centaurimon's clinic, then Euramon should come back out and tell me where the bridge to cross over is. Also, I can put all of my... Whoa. I can put all of my items into Digibits instead of Digi-Collateral. So as when I inevitably get defeated in combat, okay, don't need my MP floppies. Oh, cool! I get shop discount! Because I'm still baby. Everything I buy is 90% cost. That is actually useful. Chat is being gay. I approve. Tanemon needs to poop. I approve slightly less, but I understand. 10-minute estimated queue time in 14. DPS problems. When exploding glaives, should you use sure-footed? Probably yes. If you can explode it far enough away from yourself, then it's fine, but if you're going to explode it in your face, I would probably suggest sure-footed. Or status immunity of some degree, one or the other. Hey, nice work on the Leto Vandal part. I think I ended up with 2 sets of both of the Vandal parts in all the time that I spent grinding Focus back in Focus 1.0 and 2.0 days. Those were the days. Those were the days. Those were the days. After recovering from mental trauma caused by repeating things endlessly in Warframe, we proceed to repeat things endlessly in Digimon World for another 2 days. Yeah, it's a shame that Profit Taker is a bit of a shit boss. But hey, making those fat Groffit stacks? Kitchen GNU. Oh my god. Cursed. Absolutely cursed knowledge. Alright. So we got 6,500 health worth of recovery floppies, 2,000 health on our person, and Dremogimon is going to be swinging pretty heavy attacks at us. Hopefully we can survive this through attrition. It turns out that we could not, in fact, survive this through attrition. Something that I'm possibly the first, if not one of the few to discover, Digimon encounters flagged as boss types have infinite MP, making their MP stat pointless outside of the minimum cost to cast a move. Whilst we do a good chunk to Dremogimon, we ultimately run out of healing and go down. Okay, so Friesland is a bit of a pain to get to by foot, but I think I remember the way. Also, we're resetting. So with access to the Great Canyon via the Invisible Bridge, we want to go to the main part of the area and then head west. That'll let us go to Friesland, and from there, we can head to Gecko Swamp and Mount Panorama, and then we can open up the path that we would get by beating Meramon. So Dremogimon seemingly has an endless supply of MP for some reason, so we can't beat it right now. Oh, it's day 15. I wonder if the rain plant's in. One of the weird things I like is how there's so many different styles of toilet. There's the standard Japanese squatting toilet there. On the way to Overdell, there's a more traditional Western toilet. I haven't looked at many of the others, but there's a good variance. Fuck you, petrol pump. You took all of my bits. Oh yeah, the toilet next to the shop. Oh, next to Trash Mountain is the giant toilet. There are so many different flavors of toilets. Wait. I haven't talked to Euramon. So... Whoa, that's dangerous. Reset, it's faster to do that than go all the way around again. Thank you, Euramon. And if anyone's wondering, yes, I am collecting Digi-Shrooms for a reason, and it's also a reason besides it's food. I'm going to do the Mojimon shop loop, but the more I pick up Digi-Shrooms, the more I can turn those in for med recoveries to then turn those in for big money discs. So each Digi-Shroom is effectively 2,000 bits for nothing, as compared to 2,000 bits for 500 bits. You can't see it, but I'm giving Monochromon's shop the middle finger. You cost me hours on my no items run. There's another problem with Mount Infinity, in addition to dying of old age, and that is that the bosses can use their finishers. Look, 5,000 bits, baby! Friesland is called because air conditioning? Oh right, it's broken. Tanemon needs to sleep. This is good for 2 reasons. 1, shitting yourself while sleeping is not a care mistake. 2, we're right near another recruitment. Is scolding them for shitting themselves in their sleep a care mistake? No. There's only 3 ways to get a care mistake. Having the Digimon shit itself whilst you are in control of them. Having your Digimon's food bubble go away without feeding it. And letting your Digimon stay awake after the sleep bubble comes up. If the sleep bubble goes away and you haven't let the Digimon sleep, that's a care mistake. Digimon curling. We accept Penguinmon's challenge, and in fact have quite a fun match of Digimon curling, complete with the complimentary breaking of physics that happens regularly with this minigame. Hey, first try! We take those. Penguinmon's already decided what they're going to do in the city. Problem is, they can't open the place yet. And now we trade all of our Digimushrooms to this Mojimon. And we've got 13 med recoveries. Now, assuming I can get past the Hyogomon here, I can then trade in those 13 med recoveries for 13 super defense discs. And now, assuming that I can get those back to the city, that is 26,000 bits in my pocket. Awoo! Having entered Misty Trees prior to talking with Shogun Gekomon, our course of action is to take the exit on each room that would cause us to be closer to Cherrymon, a total of 10 times. This is easiest done by getting the screen with you being charged by a Goburimon and heading north. Provided you don't leave Misty Trees, the counter will keep adding up until it reaches 10, where you'll find the Cherrymon screen. Aha! A different layout appears. And behold, the original design of Cherrymon. We have a quick chat with Cherrymon and question his planning. The reason for the forest fog was to be able to speak to me? That makes no sense! And then we take a brief stop into Toy Town to lament that we cannot become a Monzemon before returning to the main path. So the thing about this backtracking route that we've done, if you were unlucky enough to get Numemon as a evolution to your rookie at the start of the game, or at pretty much any time, you could take this trek that we've done here and have Numemon slide into that suit to become Monzemon. It's a free evolution to an ultimate, plus all of your stats if below 300 get set to 300. I would not be surprised, but that is still pretty terrifying to think of. So that nerd chilling out there, top left, that is Gabumon. Unfortunately, we are in no state to fight Gabumon because we are baby. However, going back this way has other benefits. Once we get through Gecko Swamp, we will be right outside the Sukamon's house. They call it the dust heap. I think it's Trash Mountain is the actual name. It's a pile of junk with a literal pile of shit inside it as a training exercise. There's a palette swap Dromojimon. Excuse you, pardon you. And a Psychmon. The poop are talking and moving. We grab the old fishing rod. It's an old fishing rod. And then talk to the Sukamon to get them to join the city. Aw, happy sleepy baby. Ow. 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 That's the giant toilet. I think in my casual playthrough, I ended up beating it with Metal Mamemon. No, not Momemon. I mean, if you think a grey ball of a Digimon is your mommy, then more power to you? Okay, the Mount Panorama Spore area. This should... Yep, there we go, Unimon. Cha-chan! It's open! And I have not beaten Meramon. After doing the basic recruitment drive, we have doubled File City's prosperity to 12, and gotten a handful of useful amenities. Of particular note, Unimon's shop upgrade means it is now in its own load zone. A mild annoyance, but a needed sign of progression. 12. Okay, we're fine. Gotta try and remember, when does Seedramon show up? Brother! My brother! Waiting a little while at the lake for Seedramon to show up, we spend a half hour in a just chatting stream featuring the Digimon fishing minigame. If you want to make it easier for yourself with the old rod, wait until Seedramon gets into the blue at 3 bars. Pull until he's in the yellow at 6 bars, and once he stops thrashing around so violently, reel him in. Okay, you know what? Seedramon, you can go spin your wheels over there, mate. If the line starts going too blue, I'll give you a tug. So I want my meat back. Yes! At last! Okay, so teach me a technique would let me learn one of 3 water moves that Seedramon can learn. I want an item would give me an evolution item to become Seedramon. And let's be friends will mean I never have to do this fucking fishing game again. Okay, I believe this is the one of the 2 bugs that we can recruit at the moment. Oops. Come to the city. So with Kuwagumon recruited, we have an additional training bonus. Unfortunately, until we've beaten Greymon, we do not have a way to convince Kabuterimon. Yes, I used to speedrun it, and I also wrote a program to help other people play it. We're between tournaments. Aw, poor Tentamon. I suppose hosting a tournament that only happens once a year, Tentamon's job is tentative. Please laugh. Okay, 200 offense. Can I beat Palmon? The answer is no. And that's why. Also that. Wait, Palmon gets a finisher? Palmon gets a finisher. Palmon, quite possibly the second boss you fight, gets a finisher. Okay. Okay. Alas, no, there is not an NTSC-mon, and I appreciate that joke. There is also not a CCAM-mon. Okay, so is Kunamon any more likely? Okay, so with Kunamon, it's got to use a tail sting. That, we can now find out if being put into dot status is actually a buff. You know, I actually think being debuffed with flatten, or dot, or liquid crystallization is actually a buff for Tanemon. Oh! Tanemon still jumps around even as a dot. That's adorable. You know, at some point I might have to ask Sid Montague if enemy Digimon have unlimited MP. At least bosses. This is ridiculous. Right, yeah, I've got nothing to lose. Okay, prosperity is 15 or higher. Time for pain. Where is pain? Tile City has reached prosperity rating of over 15. Where is Greymon? Hello, Sukamon. Sukamon D's nuts. Greymon's having a union break? No, what? Good for you, Greymon. Wait. I am stuck. By the rules of this challenge, I cannot recruit Greymon. Can I get to 50 PP without Greymon? Can't do Monzimon. Mojimon, yes. Angemon, no. I don't have the requirement. Garurumon, probably no. Oh yeah, this is way before Armor Evos. This is when Metal Greymon was considered virus instead of vaccine. Okay, looking through the evolution, well, the recruitment requirements, it is possible to open up Mount Infinity with a Tanemon. It's just very difficult. We basically have to do all of the stupid, out-of-the-way stuff. Right, we can't do anything in Greylord's Mansion, not a virus type. We can't do anything in Friesland's Chapel, so we can't get Angemon, not a vaccine type. We can't get anything that requires the arena, so we can't get Kabuterimon. So yeah, this is going to be a puzzle. And if we ever want to get increased Tamer rank to actually start with some stats, we have to roll for the, 5% chance when a year rolls over to get a +1 to Tamer rank. So that's going to be fun. Oh dear. Rumor says that if you say that, then you'll get banned off Twitch forever. I don't know if there's any validity to those rumors, but Greymon just will not show up unless I drag a champion or ultimate Digimon out of Grandpa's house. Muffin, wear hand to give Shrub Friend a gun. Shrub Friend cannot have gun. That's at least 2 Digivolutions down the line. Not what I was aiming for, but... Go on! Fuck 'em up. Do you ever regret your decisions? I unironically think that a challenge where I'm forced into flattened mode at all times would be easier than this. Oh, what it is! So, the good thing about bosses having seemingly unlimited MP, they're open for attack while they're attacking. Madoki Betamon there was not. Oh yeah, without question, we are having much violence fight in this bush. Ah, it's over. It's over! And now for that pain, we have a shortcut into File City. Yatta? Okay, if we can pull this Dark Rizamon away from the door. Yep, interrupt its guard routine and slip on in. Alright, you dainty doily. Yes? Yes? No. Okay, up left. No, sorry, up right. I know it's mean, but it's necessary. Right. Getter 92 Monochromon. Okay, yeah, no, this ain't working. How are you supposed to figure this out? With great difficulty. It's pretty much entirely random chance. And I think with how Tanemon moves, I can't get the exploit set up. Either that or it doesn't work on Duck Station. Not sure which. I had similar problems trying to get it to work with no items, and I thought it might be because Dremogimon was halfway through the unlock requirements for a slight evolution to Monochromon, which was throwing off the RNG. But it could be that it just don't work on Duck Station. I don't know. Having tried and failed that, I think I will head back to the city for now and stock up on med recoveries. If Tanemon the First is not going to be able to recruit, then the next best thing they can do is help bankroll the city.
Oh, banana.
I like how Tanemon is doing loots whilst I'm trading with Mojimon. There we go, that's some money. Now, with all of this ridiculous amount of healing, we might be able to defeat Palmon. And in doing so, we will secure ourselves a more permanent source of income, however slow it may be. So we train to 200 defense, use the 2 super defense discs that we got from all the bartering to make up the shortfall, so we don't take much actual damage. It's all going to be from the dot. And then after that, hopefully, we should be able to get through. I'm not looking to want to use too many various, but that is on the table. Alright, you sleep there. So you drop Palmon a nice little surprise. Okay, brain chips. That's another 5 grand. Our prosperity is 20. With a Tanemon. Yeah, there is lots of what if person, but Digimon. And then I'm here with like, hee shrub, shrub. Just like reality, we grow meat in the ground. So does that mean that Digi meat is vegan friendly? Okay, so we don't need the various. Got 75 med recovery. Yeah, we should be good. And now fast forward, because this is gonna take a while. Okay, offense mode. I think the only fight that I even bothered to put in anything close to just maintaining full speed throughout was the very first one against Agumon. I didn't even spare myself doing that. It wouldn't be so bad if the attack hit on anything other than a counter, but Tanemon just has to wait for either a counterattack or the most dateable. Good question. I'm actually having to put some thought into this. I've got 10 hours of battle to consider the answer. Most dateable Digimon. So, whilst my first choice would be the obvious furry bait pick of Renamon, part of me wants to say Seadramon, because they're pretty chill, they want to help, they're happy just spending hours fishing, whether they're the one on the line or they're just happy to spend time with you. Plus, I imagine they'd have some pretty interesting tales to tell. So, who would you say is your most dateable Digimon? Oh, that was at 400% speed, so... whatever that was in real time, times that by 4. Galmon or Growlmon? This tells me things about your anime viewing habits. I think that was, what that smug girl from Go-Go Nippon said. We then spent about 10 minutes discussing the Digimon anime, while pulling boxes of dirt with Tanemon. I, haven't actually watched much of it, so a large amount went over my head. Ah, I'm locked out of Meramon as well. Well, this was pointless. I guess we're off to go and bother some bandits. Uh-oh, bandits. We are under siege. Oh, I was not paying attention there. Really, of all the things they could take, they just take the porta potties and leave. Most petty bandits ever. Yeah, we do all got a shit. Okay, since last I streamed this, Tanemon has gained no stats. However, we have gained nearly 400,000 bits because I decided to do the shop loop, trading in medium recoveries for super defense discs and then selling those for money. Right, where did I put the list of things to do? So on my list, I have do Patamon, then Gabumon, and then after that it's all champions or all ultimates all the way. We're gonna start struggling. I may have to save state the slots, or at the very least, wait for this Tanemon to die and then save and reload the slots, but more realistically save state the slots because I absolutely fucking suck at the slots. How many times have I said slots? Feels like too many. Slots. Oh, nice, a happy shroom. I need one of those later. Ow, this cheeky beanbag's fucking drop-kicking me. Did you know that you're a far better target for a Prime subscription than I am, because you actually stream stuff on the regular, and I don't. And diabetes is nothing to be messing around with. You don't need me to teach you how to suck eggs, after all. It's apparently a saying for teaching someone how to do something they already know. I don't know why it's said, or where it comes from. That'd be something to actually look up the etymology of. Oh, come on! It's got 1 HP! Yatta! Please buy lots of stuff. No. Alright, so we need more porta potties, more autopilots, put the happy mushroom in storage, and stock up on med recoveries. Double floppy. Alright, yeah, I can put the blue flute away. Twitch has decided to shit itself. Well, I suppose that's fitting considering Digimon World. I think originally Bandai wanted to pitch Tamagotchi for boys, and came up with the original Digivices. And the rest of it is history. Alright, so I can scratch Patamon off the list. Okay, excuse you, Shima Unimon. Excuse you, Psychmon. Excuse you, Akatorimon. Sharmamon, why do you exist in this way? I don't know what the Dromogimon recolor is called, but we're going to ignore it. Okay, Gecko Swamp, come on. There we are. Dum-dum, oh to geek. That gets me mad. Aha! Joke is on you! I have accuracy in dot status. And also, Teardrop is pretty accurate for applying dot. Go! Attack! Swing! Ow! Come on! Teardrop! Dot me! Come on! Dot me! Do it! Do it now! Have you been to Misty Trees? Yes. It's always foggy there. Yeah, we already talked to Jerrymon. Fog's gone. Ah, the digital sea bass. Plus 3 hours of lifetime. I'm chief of a Hund Geckomon in Gecko Swamp. Use digits! They are in the code! Say you are chief of 100 Geckomon. Oh my god! Who wrote this? Also, that is the campest wave I have ever seen. Yes, I know, like, these localization teams go brr. Okay, so from here we need to head north. Hopefully not bump into any enemies on the way. Okay, we've got Tsukaimon and Dark Rizamon. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Sneak past there. Oh my god, Tanemon, why are you so slow when you're not following me? Time has advanced 3 hours. Tanemon has 20 hours to live. Well, okay, maybe 21 or 22. Tanemon does not have long to live. So, Digimon live for 15 days by default. 360 hours. I haven't done anything that would cause Tanemon to lose or gain lifespan, so he's due to die in a day, and then he will be reborn as a Euramon, in which case we will have to train him for about 6 in-game hours, and then he'll be Tanemon again. Yes, provided that Digimon do not die in combat by losing all of their lives, you can choose the next egg that they will Spawn. Oh, holy shit. I've got to be careful of those. Blue Blaster strong. Provided that I keep picking the pink egg and I don't have Tanemon die in combat, then we will always get Euramon, who will always evolve into Tanemon. And provided we keep the attack as the highest stat and don't let Tanemon's weight get over 10, then we will have constant Tanemon. Though this will be probably when I have to start getting chat's opinion on something. Namely, should I save state for the slots? Because, provided that I don't go for golden poops, there is a 50-50 shot, provided that I am skilled enough, of getting 4 times the gains that I would get normally. This is going to be something we will need. The alternative is that I can save reload the game every time that the slots fail, but that will take a lot of time and be a lot of boring. If I were to try and RNG manipulate for golden poops, I would get 10 times the gain. But I'm not going to do that because it's not even remotely realistic, and it's a 10% chance at best. Whereas just going for any winning combination is at least a half and half shot. The positive side of having to rebuild Tanemon from the ground up is that we do not have to waste half a day of training leveling up MP. Because we've done the requirement to increase the brain's training, which unfortunately leads us to level MP. Leveling MP is unfortunate because Tanemon's attack costs nothing. Ooh! That was a hot blue blaster right there. A shrub and a dinosaur are punching each other. Suppose one thing that you could take away from this challenge is that the strongest Digimon is a well-stocked item bag. You're here for the fan service. So you're here to spam the emote of my butt? But yes, if anything, this is proving that the strongest Digimon is Mameo's backpack. Okay, we're halfway there. Whoa, whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. MP floppies everywhere.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Oh yeah, did you hear about how one of the most famous Diablo 1 speedruns turned out to be completely spliced? And like, they didn't even do a good job of it, but it took until it was decomped to find out how bad it was? It's not. Mostly because a good chunk of it's determined by your system clock at runtime. Yatta! Oh, the drops themselves aren't randomized. You can seed that if you just know when to start the run. We're not going to force you to go. That makes me want to go. Okay, Gabumon, you do you. Ooh, we burned through half of our medium recoveries. Ouch. Of course. You can suck off him. Of course. Ooh. And if I do say so myself, woo. Also, I've turned around somehow. Don't know how that happened. I don't like how it was showing off my armpit. Monochromon. Yep, we did that off stream because Monochromon's shop is RNG hell. Tanemon. Gabumon. 24 prosperity. Is there something that makes some grinding in this more fun than others? sense of progression whilst you're doing the grinding. I would say that's a big help to making it more tolerable to do some kind of grinding than others. You can't imagine me doing FF10 challenge runs. I mean, that's also because I just don't really like the game. So they're ones you gotta react quickly to. Anime and video games taught you what cicadas were without actually teaching you what cicadas were. Yeah, I suppose it's weird when you grow up in a place where there isn't much bug activity at night, so you don't hear them all that much. Yoosh. Black trout! There we go, first try. Okay, come on. Digi anchovies. Ah! Digi assholes. Okay, perfect. We got both the fish we need. What else? Omnipotent, medium recovery, digi anchovy. Assuming omnipotent is omni-floppy in this, we can get that one. Giant meat, black trout, high-speed disc, digi mushroom, super carrot, happy mushroom. Alright, drop the medium MP, don't need that. I can take a giant meat, black trout, digi anchovy, and a happy mushroom to Friesland. See, an interesting thing is, once we recruit Mojimon, we'll get a really surprisingly useful passive item, which will allow MP recovery, pointless, as well as HP recovery in the field by walking around. One thing I've always wondered, why is the snow tinted red? Like, I get that it's probably a texture edge issue, but it's still weird that the snow is red. But the Omni Floppy I can just buy. High-speed disc and super carrot, I am not sure. Oh, there's high-speed disc. Nice. I guess I've just gotta rotate the shopkeepers. And then we only need to find a super carrot. Right, sleepy time. 153,000 HP. More than enough to take this fight. Yatta! I was unlucky, it doesn't happen often. Admit it, you lost to a baby. 1-2, 1-2, it's a quick run through. Gonna give it the best and the rest is on you. Yes, time advances faster in the fast time zone, so we're going to die out there faster. Okay, so I'm recording this voiceover while I am sick, but that vending machine to the left over there, that sells moldy meat. Moldy meat gives you a 100% chance to get sick. Sick Digimon cannot miss in combat. That right there is the DPS that we have left on the table and will not use until we beat Jeremon. Because I am a fool. Okay, that's... We looked at it and we can't tell anything. Let's crack it. Why don't we battle to prove who is right? Oh, I forgot Meltdown was that move. It's a good thing we stocked up on recoveries then. We're gonna need them. I was thinking Meltdown was Heat Laser. Oh, these are horrible trades. This is like that time I traded a shiny Machamp for a Japanese Golduck. These are trades that bad. He just nothing personnel kidded me. This might be possible? The fight... He just nothing personnel kidded me again. Stop that! We're on the way. Assuming we don't get Meltdown spell. He and my big fucking mouth! Yeah, dying of old age mid-fight. I'm glad that fighting only uses up 15 minutes of in-game time, regardless of how long it drags on for. Oh, it's over. It's only going to get worse from here. Nothing that is literally impossible. We're going to feed the Digi Sea Bass, so we get 3 hours of lifespan. We're also going to restock on medium recovery. Good lord, we need to. Grab an Omni Floppy while we're here. Now head to the item bank. We can dump most of the supplies here. Feed you that. Okay, so no items allows you to have pretty much every Digimon. You just have to stay within the vicinity of File City, provided you want to train to a Digivolution that doesn't need care, well, that needs minimal care mistakes. Because once you beat Meramon, then you have food, and you can beat Meramon with your first champion. I did it, and I handicapped myself by starting with the... The thing is, with Meramon and the like, that's the restaurant. So you're buying them food, but the food is not item, because it just adds straight to their stats. But yeah, that kind of food doesn't count. Vitamin C. Vacation's where I wanna be. Party on the beach where nobody is free. I don't need a holiday. Shut up. Yeah, I love that song. Sadly, it's pretty much the only thing that Vitamin C were ever known for. Much like the group that did Brother My Brother. Tanemon! Huh? Who are you? Dimensional keychain get. Now we've got the big inventory. Have I got this right? No. Oh well. You did your job admirably, Tanemon. And for some reason your corpse is still connected to your wireframe. So, since we will be having our Digimon not lose all 3 of their lives, we will always get this screen when they eventually die. We pick the pink one. Okay, you can be Tane too. And now we have a freshly born Euromon, which somehow has attack even worse than the one that we started with Tanemon, for a whole 5 power. So, since you asked, yes, we can slow the game down. Like so. That's a rollover. Okay, 120 attack, and now we've become a Tanemon again. No. Bubble increases to 10 when it becomes Tanemon. I hate that this emulator uses F2 for save state. It's F1 for save state, F3 for load state. We've gone over this. Oh yeah, 288 health, let's go. Health is a lot easier to manage. I like that, because the health are 1 and 2, and an item I can easily recognize, the golden shit. And it's a lot easier for me to get the 4 times bonus. I appreciate easy, at least in this context. What the fuck? 13 people are watching this? Rigged. More rigged than I'd like to be in bed. I mean, what? Alright, yeah, that should be enough. Nice. Whoa! Big brains! Okay, that's all the brains training we need. Ooh, 348, 352, that's pretty tight. We do not want those kind of tolerances. God. 3 for 3 rigs. Just for the sheer amount of times that it's been rigged, I am spitefully just going to... normal. Oh yeah, there we go. And even better, we're tired. So in a complete counteraction to what would be sensible, us being tired here is good. Yes, because save. We're gonna take ourselves out on the road and go and visit Berdramon's place. Ah yes, here is the place. I like the way that they actually bothered with lighting. Like, semi-dynamic lighting. Look, Tanemon's actually lit up. That's kinda cool. So now is when we're gonna get completely arse blasted. So the problem that we're going to have is Prominence Beam, what Bertramon's using, is its only attack. Oh, right, it's Storm. Slow-mo. Oops. Did not keep track of the numbers there. So the solution to this is probably going to be train more, spend more. I don't want to have to get HP to 5,000, but if we do get HP to 5,000, then that means that large restore floppies become financially viable. Because, try as we might, this ain't working. It's working better than it was before, but it still ain't working. This ain't working, that's the way we do it, money for nothing and our kicks for free. Pretty much all of my jokes reference old music, and you tell I was brought up watching the MTV. Okay though, for real, reset. We gotta go back to training. And yes, I do remember when the MTV actually had music videos and wasn't just a reality show dumping ground. So, we're gonna have to go back to training and focus offense, because that will let us max out our speed and also let us push for 5,000 HP, and then we can push defense again. Now let's autopilot out of here. Really? Now you decide to tell me, hey, Mario, hey, I need to take a shit, right after we walk past the toilet? What are you, an indecisive child? Trying to figure out which one of the restaurant foods is attack boost. Okay, so that's defense up 5 with 2,500 bits. Right in the bits! Also, I think that packings up my Digimon a fair bit. I'll have to watch out with that. Yeah, weight 5. Ooh. And I'm not trying to size shame my Digimon, but unfortunately Tanemon needs to keep his weight below 10, else the challenge is failed because Tanemon will Digivolve. Then it's not Tanemon only. I deliberately had my starter Agumon die in Green Gym just so I could say I completed the entire game with Tanemon. Do any of these boost attack? No, none of these boost attack. Very unfortunate. That must be Merimon's thing. So, plan for Birdramon. Pop Super Defense Disc once the battle starts. Get us an extra, I don't know, 100 defense. Probably not going to do much against the sheer awesome power of Prominence Beam. But past that, we're going to wang out medium recoveries, and then if things start getting dire, we'll start throwing out the large recoveries on the side. Shit! Damn you, maths! You failed me again! Wait, hang on, didn't I just go to sleep? I could have reloaded that anyway. Okay, time to go another round with Birdramon. This time we can push our defense to 400 plus with an item, and we are also at over 5,000 health, so using large recoveries is viable. Ill-advised, but viable. And other nonsensical noises are now available on the Lexiju CD, exclusively for purchase from my OnlyFans. You know, speaking of Bunny Must Die, I was surprised, but pleasantly so, that ended up making it to consoles in more recent years. Okay, round 2. Oh wait, no, that's slow mode. Okay, SDF disc. something you're fucking with? Raspberry Pi? Those are pretty cool to mess around with. Gender self-affirming paperwork? If that's not right, then yeah, I'm probably not gonna guess. A Digimon! Whilst not as cool as the first... Well, actually I suppose the coolness of a Raspberry Pi versus a Digimon is debatable, but definitely not as cool as the second. That is still a pretty cool thing. Oh god, Coronamon. That name has definitely had implications in modern time. Yay! Silly noises! If the silly noise is meowing and shooting out a bubble, I think I'm going to be hearing that in my nightmares. Okay, 20, 1... Oh. Yatta. I'm good. I am not the one who is good, Bergermon. My bottomless pockets are the one who is good. Oh, we even get free transport to the city. Yay! Ah, my head! I cannot personally say I am in the club of Crush Me Head Mama Bergermon. Well, yeah, I'm a nerd. I'm doing a seemingly impossible challenge run of Digimon World. Of course I'm a nerd. Nice. Yeah, sorry, I am absolutely dog shit at the slots, so I have to slow the game down. Aww, it Biomon. Ooh, ouch. Now just backtrack through here, and hopefully Ogamon and crew will be here. Because they're the only encounter I've got left. We are stronger and there are more of us. Ogamon, I hate to break it to you, but in every stat other than MP, I have you beat. Oh wow, my offense stat is actually doing something. I can't say I ever thought of Digimon World as a roguelite of sort before. Okay, now we've got a 1v1, and this one is going to be painfully slow, but also significantly easier than the one with Bertramon, not least of which because we're doing about twice as much damage. Oops. Oh, good thing I've got a few of those spare. Now I'm left wondering, how do Pikachu hear out of their ears if they're just little sticks? Do they hear like a radio antenna? I have so many questions. I shall now be puzzling this over sometime myself. Come on, Tanemon, you're swinging wide. They hear by sensing the electrical impulses through your brain. It is nice to see numbers above 20, and it only took us getting our offense to nearly 600 to do it. Stat-up items are not available for purchase until we beat one of the bosses in Mount Infinity, unless we indirectly purchase them by purchasing tons of cards, and by tons I mean hundreds of thousands of bits worth, and then turn those into merit points, and then purchase something with those. The baby is beating up bandits in Lego City. You can also buy card packs. You can also purchase card packs 3 at a time, but you have to go specifically to the recycle shop that's only open in the first half of the year. See, exchanging them for points one at a time isn't as bad as purchasing them one at a time, or occasionally 3 at a time, if you're so inclined. Wait a second. Now, I'm not certain, but I think these Gabumon can use, area attacks. They'll infight. Aww, baby's getting bullied in the corner. You three know that you can attack me, right? They're all sharing one brain cell. Oh, come on. Mom said it's my turn on the brain cell. Also, I think these ones have run out of MP. Yep, these ones are cooked. There's a problem with moving out of MP. Tanamon's attack has 0% accuracy, meaning there's only 2 states in which it can actually score hits. Counter-attacking, and attacking when they're in the dazed states. I ended up playing about a quarter of the Digimon World movie OST over fighting one Madoki Betamon at 10 times speed, because I did not want to run between 2 screens. It would have taken an hour of real time to die. So yeah, we have to run from this fight. Please. Whoa. Wow! Double floppy! All the way. I've got go! Ow! No. Okay, let's ignore the double floppy all the way. Wonder how Raiko deals with this. Ah, we're done. Now, I can't remember if these are counted as boss class, which means they'll have unlimited MP. I hope so? The chances are they probably aren't. But I can't run, so that's a good sign. Okay, can I ask, why does Agumon have a shogi piece? Okay, back to the game. Yatta. Wow! Oh no! Yeah, we winning. Somehow. Yes, you are very much bothering me, Goburimon. Must be some way past this guy. Well, looks like the way past is good old-fashioned violence. But yeah, we win in Muffin. I don't know how, but we win in. Oh, you'd be surprised. I mean, I was honestly surprised about how much of the skills from playing keyboard when I was younger at school transferred to actually being able to play a piano somewhat well. I play it fairly slowly, but yeah, I can play a piano. And Goburimon's out of MP. Tanemon, keep it on the bridge. And we're gonna have to start playing Go Digital again, because we have to play this at 1000% speed. That's the fucking banger. Okay, we'll go back to the hideout and check. Yep, that ground texture is a cookie. Put that cookie down, now. Ooh, defense chip, the disc. Defense chip. And the double floppy! Oh, we found a Digi Gossip. Wait. I want to try something first. Reset the game. Do I get an end-of-year tamer rank if I reset from having started the game? I am at full happiness. Right? Looks like it. No tamer rank. Sadness. Okay, you should take me to Friesland. Up to the left, so we don't immediately get rammed into. Okay, so the left side should be Wamon. If I'm remembering. Oh, no, that's not a Wamon. There's Wamon. This is Tane too, my partner, and he is a Tanemon. I feel strong power. He's a Tanemon. I'll help you. Let us go to the secret beach cave. This time it's different. Go! Evil fish! Oh! Being water and earth type, I massively resist Warusidramon's attacks. Nice. Fortuitous circumstance. You stole my kill. Warusidramon is getting absolutely pasted. What is this? I legitimately cannot believe this is working. We're keeping Warusidramon in lockstep. We are beating Ogremon and fucking Tanemon! I mean, at this point, the likes of Ninjamon are gonna be a joke. Were it not for Bug, I would say that Piximon might be viable. Well, I would certainly not say anything against getting Piximon's training manual. Get him, Wamon! Yeah! Wamon, get! Okay, Shellmon, Wamon. 32 prosperity. Okay, good. Oh yeah! Home of the Raid will be open now. Ooga Tunnel. Why is the market manager a Nanimon? $21 not, and that's another recruitment in the bag. Yatta. What a heel face turn. I give up. Oh, it's fine now. I got back up. I think that Agumon was just evaluating its life choices after its boss smacked it. I didn't even get to land a hit on that Agumon. Ogremon just did everything for me, and I'm just like, bruh, that's not cool, they're your friends. I think that, for the sake of maximizing prosperity, we should probably end up heading to Factorial Town, against my better judgment. Okay, so large recovery, yep. Med recovery, yep. Super defense and super offense discs will be useful against Giramon. Okay, Platinum Sukamon. Yeah, they're the easy ones to avoid. Good, good, good. Oh, Jeramon! Now, I do not have the time to cut through 1,600 health. Time does not pass in battle. However, entering battle will advance time 15 minutes. So, it does an estimation of it, but considering how slow our battles are, it's a very charitable estimation. This fog stinks. This fog is 90% podcast. Only 90%? That's a pretty conservative estimate you got there, Muffin. 10% is fume exhaust. Okay, yeah, I could believe that. How did you get into town? I love how that main building is literally just big computer. You can't get through here. You must have a permit. Oh, good. Tanemon's about to sleep. We can waste a couple of hours until midday in-game. Our computer is perfect. There is nothing that our AI Giromon could get wrong. You can't threaten me. I am a robot. Fuck you. Okay, so walk inside Tanemon, then send it to sleep. Tanemon should sleep for long enough that we should be close to, but not at guard change. Oops, too early. Oh no! I got it! I got in at 11:59. Huh. Interesting. Ah! Get juked, nerds! 3 Bubsy 3D quotes. Oh, look! An arrow! Aren't these game designers wonderful? Wow! A rocket! I cannot recall a third one. I am sorry, I have failed the challenge. What could possibly go wrong is not a Bubsy 3D quote, that's a Bubsy the Animated Series quote. You're trying to pull a fast one on me there, Muffin. Aha! I think I've got all the Bubsy games on PS4. I will crash the bad computer! Kaboom! Kablooey! Explosions! Destroy! 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 He's an ultimate Digimon! We got to stop him! Boom! Bang! Explosion! Wow! Pop 5,700 health! Oh, we're gonna be here a while. Yay! Buff status! There is a known bug that if you get your Digimon sick, they never miss and never can be missed. Tanemon gets hit all the time anyway. What if we deliberately get Tanemon sick so that it has better combat prowess? Why did I not think of this before? Fuck, I am genuinely annoyed with myself for not thinking of that before. "5 years of combat that requires speeding up emulation. You're not wrong, but also shush. Would I do it on original hardware? How much am I getting paid? $1 whole? Sold! I mean, it's more than I make on a stream on average anyway, so yeah, I'll sell myself for $1. Please don't clip that out of context. $17. 2. Fuck you! Dot finisher! Yay! 8 hours of this shit. Yeah, can't lie. This is probably the most fun I've had on stream in a long time. And now Numemon just wants to fight us for the sake of fighting us. Because of course. Ultimate poop hell! Joke's on you. I want to be flattened. The shit zone. The true form of the Goblin Zone. Numemon dropped an MP chip. Yes, every Digimon has a flattened sprite. They're pretty cool. Wow! MP chip! How long will it take? It'll be a while. Reopen the town entrance. Okay, come back later. Who are you? Reset. I need to recruit Greymon, which I can't do because Greymon needs me to leave Gigimon's house with a champion. Can't do that. Tanemon's a fresh. Tanemon is baby. So I have to go hunting down 2 of the 3% encounters to make up the disparity in prosperity, which is fun. We're going to be hearing a lot of repeated music. But let's get to it. Tanemon need to take... Right. Take the super carrot that I farmed off stream. I've got to remember not to say happy birthday to the people that wish me happy birthday. That doesn't make sense. It is a really strong compulsion to say, thank you, I hope you have a happy birthday too. Most of the time, I don't really care all that much about my birthday. But I've been told that I may as well post that it is, because, I don't know, people like to see people stream on their birthday? I don't know. It is shortcut for easy engagement. Thank you, Nessa, for your continued support of the Chew and her shenanigans. Oh, I could have got Ninjamon as soon as Numemon went to town. I didn't know that he was the secret item shop. See, what do you sell, Numemon? Hola, amigos. Buy something, please. My items are amazing. I mean, they're really not all that amazing, Numemon, but yeah, fuck it, I'll take the enemy repel. At least it means I have to fight less things if I get into an unfortunate encounter in Mount Infinity. Oh! Even Numemon gives me a discount. That's cool. Okay, don't need vitamin C. Don't need the small recoveries. Don't need the Omni Floppy. So, what we got to do from here, now that we've recruited Mojimon, is go to the Mount Panorama Spore area twice. We're going to witness some alien invasions. And by that I mean we're going to stare at some Digi-crop circles. If only the Digi-crop circles were in the Digi-meat fields, I wouldn't have to waste autopilots. I suppose they're fairly close. There are weird drawings on the ground. Okay, that's part 1. Autopilot. UFO guy. And now we can go back to the place once again. That's the second encounter. Can't do the third encounter yet because we don't have 45 prosperity. Form 2 of the 3 sightings of Vademon. Done that. Farm Pixiemon appearance, and then get sick off of moldy meat, and fight it. Okay, so... hooray, time for the boring bit. Going between 2 screens until a 3% encounter appears. There we go. Okay. No thanks. Fuck! I did not realize that that encounter would start if I bumped into him, and I also didn't realize that he would bugger off. Well, this is embarrassing. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, second try. Sorry about this, Tanemon. I don't want to save state unless I actually have to. Ideally, I would do as much of this naturally as I can. I mean, I already got it twice in the space of less than an in-game hour. Oh, come on, 9 damage! Oh, we're gonna be here all day. My will is broken, nightmare awoken. This challenge run is fucking lame. My bold's out of season, I'm here for no reason. My tamer has gotten no fame. My damage is low, I'm drowning in woe. The call of the grave I can feel. That mouse on the right is driven by pure spite. The only thing I can reveal, I will have blood spilled. I suffer immensely, as was willed. My only job left to open up the cave out back. Yugen-san holds the key to end my torment. Oh no, I will have blood spilled when I go to fight a mech dragon. My god, that was fucking lame. Wait, how long does the protection item last for? Might have to grab some of those. The whole battle? Okay, never mind. We are definitely grabbing some of those. Three, 2, 1, 0! Nice! Okay, let's slow this down to 100%. Gonna keep the music running, because we've got another battle straight across the street here. What's my state? 2.5k. Oh, we should be fine for one attack. Okay, Ninjamon. There you are. You're famous, even as far as Ninja Village. Accept my challenge. Yeah, okay. Let's fight, Tanemon we have at home. Come on, Tanemon, stop standing there looking up the sky. Also, please don't pick up the Digi-Shroom. We need that for after the battle, not during it. Oh, it's Megumin's birthday tomorrow. Bakuretsu la la la, indeed. Undefeatable from Sonic Frontiers? False advertising, we are very defeatable. Oops. QED, we are very defeatable. Alright, interrupt that finisher. Good. Get in there. I don't know how you're able to track him so well whilst confused, but I'm not gonna question it. Go for broke, Tanemon. Ninjamon has dropped Quick Chip. Do your best, Ninjamon. Quick Chip. Wow! I was just thinking to myself, has the desire for poop and sleep made it so that Tanemon has somehow cured itself of sickness? But no. Okay, sleep time. Yeah, you made me laugh. Well played, Banui. Well played. Okay, this will be easy to tell when there is no encounter with Metal Mamemon. Oh! Fuck! He was there and I missed it. But we do need to pass time, so this might work out in the end. Aha! Round 2. Time to get sick. Tane 2, Electric Boogaloo. Except unlike Electric Boogaloo, this one is actually a decent sequel. I should have brought some defense boosting items, but we used them all on Piximon. God damn, all range beam hits like a truck. We might have to pay another visit to Friesland, and actually get some super defense discs to use as super defense discs. Which would be a shocking turn of events. Haha, funny joke, I am a Pikachu. At least Metal Splinter is practically useless as an attack. Wait, I didn't set Tanemon to attack. There we go. Come on, swing for the fences, you adorable little shrub. Have him, Tanemon. You got this. Right, you might not have this, but we're hoping you got this. Right. Tanemon, please! Stop staring into the sky! Yeah, that was... Tanemon! Tanemon, please! I beg you! So if you're trying to solo the circuit, then I think you're doing the circuit wrong. They're Canadian, the only good bosses they have are their businesses. Dab. Yeah, chain crafting is pretty shit. I get why at the time when they first came out, but with so many to go through in a backlog these days, yeah, Oh yeah, welcome to hell. The 30k cryotic grind. You will keep your Cyber forever. Just because it was 30k of cryotic. 300 excavators. Each one taking up to 2 minutes. I'd say with the amount of time we've got, we can cure you. Let's, autopilot? Take the goddamn autopilot. Do you want to be treated? Oh, hey, little one. You're looking a lot less 2D. Oh, right, I didn't check the notice board. I've got that part. I am sorely tempted by Super Restore, but no. Ooh! Oh, right in the life points! Oh god, we're back down to 5 figures again. We might need to do another money grind on stream. Are you a Digimon? Are you? Peggy 3! Okay. Fucking aliens. Okay. Aww. I didn't know Tanemon looked like such a sweetheart when you scold him. Now I feel bad. I know. Hold on tight. There it is. Alright. Time for a Mr. Beast Lunchable. Oh, that's not actually as much damage as I was expecting for a Megalospark. But yes, attack. Oh no, it's got Warcry. That's not fair. But I've got Warcry too. In my pants. Well, actually, no, it's in my PlayStation adjacent backpack, but... Jesus Christ! 2,500 damage! 2.7k! What the fuck is this bird on, and can I get some? Also, this would definitely be a useful place for the projector that Laughing was on about. But yeah, Warcrying up for the finisher is disgusting damage. I get Warcry, that's a war crime. Really? Chain stun? I can't say much. Abusing chain stuns is how I managed to beat the game without using items, aside from the story-related ones, but... it's still annoying. But yeah, switching the large recoveries to the first slot would make a lot more sense now I think about it. Thank you. And ideally I wouldn't use the medium recoveries, because the money spent to recovery is not as good, but if needs must, I will use them. They're mainly there to be sold off later. Oh, there's another 2.3k. Each hit is scoring 14 to 17 damage, whereas on the other two it was 10. The maths doesn't matter, the battle's nearly over. I'm being confused with bollocks that I may be spouting out of my own mouth, or that you're mishearing, or I don't know. We win. Yatta. I know what you're talking about. Well, I'm glad you do, Kokatorimon. Also, can we talk about how there is at least 3 dead Agumon in the background that have been petrified and just left here by Kokatorimon? What a dick! Who does that? Like, that one's definitely Agumon. That one's fairly Agumon adjacent. And I would just assume from the others that that third one is also Agumon. Yeah, he's a cockatrice. And he's also blocking the way to the fucking toilet. Look at the sculpture, what do you think? What a masterpiece. I amaze myself. That's supposed to be a sculpture of me. Now we can go inside, talk to Chichimon, and hopefully be told Okamon came here and asked me to buy his arm? What? The prosperity rate of the city is now 50. We finally finished all side quests and can go on to main story. And you abandoned the main plot the moment you were allowed outside. Like a true adventure game protagonist. Where is Airdramon? Please don't tell me that I have to have the arena available to get Airdramon to show up to allow me into the end game. Please. I know about the invisible bridge. Aww. Good on you, Muffin, for bankrolling the adventure with your savings from multi-millions of murders. Multi-hundreds of murders? An amount of murder? I have not currently cured my sick. Because I'm going to go down and see if NFTmon is available to be punched in the face. Because we're at 50 prosperity. So NFTmon should be available to be punched in the face. Even monkeys fall from trees. Knee drop! NFTmon. Wait, I'm gonna have to check that. The ancient texts. Edramon. Prerequisites, 50 plus prosperity. Talk to Digimon and he'll claim Mount Infinity is open. Go inside and you'll be sneak attacked. I'm not seeing anything about needing a champion, but I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, nice dodge! What did I get for Birthmas? I got... Let me just pause this a second. 2 sets of pajamas, EDF 6, a 10-pack of vodka mixers, some chocolate, and some brownies in various cake flavors in lieu of an actual cake. Because I didn't fancy having a cake this year. I also got 4 cards. Outside of posting about it in the stream title, I've not really mentioned much about it. I was told about it by Facebook. I told Val about it because I was like, well, people are going to be saying happy birthday, what do I do? So she decided to bring it to attention that it was Boss's birthday instead of mine. Whilst it is good engagement bait, I wasn't really sure what to do. I'm 26 this year? Where did you get that from? I wish I was 26 this year. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna go so far as to do the cliche thing and say that I'm 17. Don't worry. No, I'm not telling people that I'm 17. I actually submitted Metal Etamon to a Digimon PvP championship and called it NFTmon. It did surprisingly well, and that deeply concerns me. I do not think that I am sufficiently inebriated for candid discussions of my friend's penis to be something I expected to have on my stream this evening. Yeah, I am very much feeling the okay energy myself, Muffin. I was going to make a video series out of this. Also, why am I not speeding up this fight? Okay, question. What do we do, considering that the only way that I can get to Mount Infinity with this Tanemon is to have it shit itself to the point where it becomes Numemon? Do we call the challenge failed here, or do we do it, get the 2 fights out of the way that need it, and then continue from there? The fight with Airdramon is required to win to open up Mount Infinity. It will keep attacking anytime that you leave Gigimon's house. And also, there may be some conflict, because I have also not picked up Greymon, so it could be trying to spawn Greymon and Airdramon at the same time. So yeah, our choices are call the challenge failed and have NFTmon here be our final boss, or note the challenge as failed, shit ourselves, and then continue the challenge after beating up the 2 bosses required to get through. I don't know how full our virus gauge is, but I am willing to go for the option of become Sukamon. No, this is not an officially recognized challenge with externally agreed upon rules. This is a stupid thing that I decided to do for myself just because I wanted to see if it was possible. This is already miles further than I ever expected to get, and the bosses that are in the endgame dungeon are even tougher than fucking Monkey JPEG over there. It is not possible. I cannot open the endgame dungeon without digivolving to a champion. And I am probably going to win this fight if I let it drag out long enough. Okay, win the fight, and then see what happens. I don't know if I have enough lifespan to be able to shit myself the required probably 7 or 8 times to become Sukamon. Win the fight, okay. Let me put digital grip back on. Oh no, I am very happy to continue the challenge. It's just that I have literally nothing else that is available to me to do. One of the only unlocks that I have left requires waiting enough time in-game that Tanemon will die. Oh god. No. Restore. There we go. No! The rare stun! You bastard! Also, I love that we're just unironically calling Etamon NFTmon now. Okay, and audio mixer, I closed it. Good job, me. Yatta! I lost, but you guys are nothing. Indeed, the true game. Item spam! The power of money. Actually, how far are we towards shitting ourselves? Hey, baby! When I tried to make my own harem in the city, I was kicked out. Good! Go form the fucking Bored Ape Yacht Club in Analog Man World. 50,000 bits? Fuck off, I'd sooner pay Piximon for their training manual. At least that's actually useful. So, our options for things remaining to fight. Greymon. Can't do it, don't have a champion. Airdramon. Can't do it, don't have a champion. Mamemon. Meramon. Can't do it, don't have a champion. Vegemon. I have to wait until about halfway through this year, and by that time, Tanemon the 2nd will die. Monzemon. Can't do it, don't have a Numemon. Andromon. Can't do it, don't have a champion. Because Andromon and Giramon are locked behind Greymon. Skull Greymon. Can't do it, don't have a virus type. Angemon. Can't do it, don't have a vaccine type. Frigimon. Can't do it, all babies are weak to the cold. Garurumon. Can't do it, well, possibly able to do it? Question mark. I would have to defeat Garurumon at half health on only 6,000 health, and no items. All the rest of the Digimon are locked behind Mount Infinity. So I have Garurumon, Mamemon, or just waiting a day and a half until shitting myself. Okay, free therapy by head pats for Tanemon the second. And now time for humiliating furry fetish stuff. Not sleeping will count as a care mistake, but we don't really care about care mistakes because Tanemon isn't going to evolve any further anyway. We want Tanemon to get no sleep, so it stays awake for as long as possible, giving us the optimum amount of shits per day. What the fuck? Why is this a thing I'm calculating? At least this music doesn't sound completely terrible when fast-forwarded. Okay, we've got about 2/3 of the virus gauge. We're gonna probably need another 6 shits out of you, Tanemon. Tanemon is sick. And good thing I brought medicine. Oi! Another shit. Excellent. It's time! Tanemon! Digivolve 2! Sukamon, these nuts! And now he's gonna eat all the shit. Anyway... Oh no, it's coming right for us! Oh wait, I didn't get him sick. I have discovered a problem that might not be as much of a problem, now that I think about it, but it is still going to pose a problem. Sukamon uses MP. Unka time! No! God damn it. Wait, we're wedged. This is gonna take a while. Yes, you are required to have a champ for Greymon and for Airdramon. Actually, you might not be required to have one for Airdramon. I will save and then test that, but you are definitely required to have one for Greymon. Party time! Ah, he got out of the trap. Party time. Like birthday party. Except I don't want Sukamon's kind of party time, thank you. Oh, you're back in the trap with you. Come on! Oh, wow. He just flat out missed. Alright, do maybe 3 more of those and we should be done. Qatar. This is the closest approximation to hell we have ever seen. Now, if you remember back about 2 hours ago, it says in the script here, leave time for the playback of the timeline for the video. Okay. You would remember that Tanemon only was asterisked. This is why. There are only 2 mandatory events for a standard completion of the game that require a champion. Starting the battle with Greymon, and having the flag set for Mount Infinity to be opened. It was ultimately decided that having proved that we could fight Etamon, we should go for digivolving to Sukamon and getting past the champion lock that way. Also, I don't know how to use the glitch shop, so that wouldn't have been an option anyway. Yeah, get a birthday boob hat. It me, I am the birthday boob. Because even at the best of times I act like a giant tit. No, go away, Psychmon! I do not wish to be evaluated today. Of the raid. And now, King of Sukamon, teach me your secret. Unbelievable! Sukamon, de-digivolve! Okay, that doesn't work. Finally, this day has come. The entrance to Mount Infinity opened. Beyond the walls of the city. Bad pile of shit. Eat the autopilot. I want to test something. Okay, so we've been told Mount Infinity is open. Then crossing the threshold gets us ambushed. Okay. Good to know. Bad pile of shit. Eat the autopilot. There you go, you even get a second take. You can go to the tool shop, buy about 5 more autopilots. Actually, no, let's go for 8. Cry about how we have to spend almost our entire budget on recovering large recoveries. Oh fuck, I forgot. We don't get 10% discount. We're not a baby. Ah! Reset. I need that money. 8 autopilots and minimal other supplies. Like 20 meat. That'll do. And now we can do a couple of other things. Since we're stuck with the Sukamon, I won't use it in combat. Having to be stuck with a champion for the sake of completing the game does mean that we can do a couple of other things. Okay, I was not going to clean up one of Tanemon the First's poops in that list, but we'll take it. Tanemon the Second, we need your help. And because Sukamon is champion or higher, he can push the rock out the way. And now we go back to de-digivolving. Sukamon re-de-digivolve to Sukamon. I am glad that I picked up the enhanced item bag from the Speedy Dino region. Having to do this with only 10 item slots would be a killer. So, with the recycle shop, that isn't actually anything I need here. I just want to grab it because, well, it's there. Plus I get the cool Shujinko card. I am convinced that they are Tanemon, but I could well be proven wrong. I don't know if it's worth letting him sleep. Ideally, I want as much time as Tanemon as possible. But worst case scenario, we unlock, fuck, what's its name? Digimon. Digimon's secret shop. Oh wait, no, it's only got about a day left. Fuck. Tanemon, I swear to fucking God. Let's try this again. I need to go back down here, buy myself some recovery items. Hopefully, Protector is available. If it's not, I will be sad. Protects from changes to... You know what? Yeah, we'll take those. Alright, we're mostly stocked up. You're not being thrown into battle in the best of state, but... we got plenty of large restores. You'll be fine. Wait, I didn't make him sick. This is gonna take forever! Yeah, he's not sick. I'm gonna have to do all of that again. Sorry. Sorry, Tanemon. I believe Adramon will remain in place if we lose to them. So Digimon's house is blocked until we defeat them. However, we will be placed inside if we lose. Okay, so first off, full recovery and protection floppy. Okay, time to speed this up. I have a lot of games that are like something that I put in the... Tanemon! Stop loitering! And like something that I pick up and I never remember to play them for the longest time. I'm absolutely awful for doing that. You know, Edramon isn't actually posing much of a problem aside from Megalospark. Confusion Storm with Protect Floppy doesn't really do much. Hurricane is too slow, and with the sickness buff, quote-unquote, we're just constantly landing hits. I can't believe that the only Digimon we had to fight in the entire game as a champion is fucking Greymon! Greymon, why are you the gatekeeper? You will be punished! You have been marked with a color. And other quotes from Atmosphere/Nightmare. I wonder if that game is available on Tabletop Sim. It would be a good one-off to play. And maybe the Rap board game. Oh, nice. Interrupted a finisher. Though with the realization that we have to beat Greymon, that does mean that I am just sitting on 6 prosperity in Factorial Town. Because with the arena build, the last requirement for Andromon to finish up the research is done. And if I recruit Andromon, then I can recruit Giramon. And then I can listen to the soundtrack, because this is the European version of the game. I like the font better, I can actually read it properly. I was curious about the importing your Digimon between the 2 games that comes with Complete Edition, but I only have both games on PS4. So I can import my save data, but it doesn't really carry across the Digimon. It's mostly just the card completion. Oh, and your save file playtime, and 100,000 bit unique item. On the plus side though, playing the original version means I get Platinum Sukamon with an actual health bar. On the minus, they don't have 999 defense. And pretty much the only way to beat the arena is with 2 Lilithmon and some variation of Vmon that causes you to go first, I think, because the battle passives apply for the entire side. Okay. Yatta. And with that, here we go. Right. You gotta line up on the seam of this, I think it is. Yes, okay, good. Stick to the outside wall. Ugh. And cut the inside corner. Yeah, okay, good. This one. Around there. Round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. Activate the Tanemon. Grab the Omni Floppy. Down left, I think. Yes, okay, down left, good. I don't think I need to do anything for this floor. No, I don't. This is free. Just gotta go on instinct to avoid the Millimon. Oh! This is free. Ooh, 700 health. Ouch. That's gonna leave a stain. Down left. Okay, I can stay here. Right. You need poop. Tanemon, I swear to God, this is not the time. Alright, 68 large recoveries. Probably gonna need to go back for a second go at this. But the more of this that we can get done the first run, the better. And you know, just for your sake, here, take some defense chips. After all this, you've earned them. Tanemon! Okay, you have defense. You have brains. You have an amount of health remaining. You have 11. Wait, how did that... Wait. I need to not feed Tanemon the next time it asks. I forgot that de-digivolving resets the requirements, so Tanemon's gone back to 10 weight. I need to get this done fast. Or find an item that'll drop Tanemon's weight. Yeah, I have 24 hours with Tanemon. As Tanemon. But, I guess we'll have to feed you the sickly meat. Which fattens you up even more. Great. You will lose! Right, protection floppy. First off. And dump a couple of med recoveries into you. And start running the game at 300% speed again. Oh god, he's got muscle charge. We're going to die. I am glad I put the extra points into defense immediately. All of the offense discs. All of the defense discs. Ah yes, I do remember IT crowd quotes. If only the writing staff were not shitlords. Ah yes, Sukamon lords. I love how this always just ends up as a just chatting stream with a background of Digimon. Also, I'm pleasantly surprised. Devimon has no finisher. Unfortunately, Devimon also has capped attack, thanks to 2 muscle charges and a war cry. Or was it 3 muscle charges? What would be Tanemon's war cry? Nya! 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 Because it's a cat bulb. Benyamon. Is that like when you've been working at a job for a really long time? Tengo. No! Bad! Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of supplies for the end game. Well, I'm glad to have taught you something through this, nonsensical challenge I've set myself. The thing I learned through this challenge is that super carrots are challenging or defiant carrots. No, Tanemon, stop fooling around! Okay, so, with the rate that we're going through this, we're going to beat Devimon, but we're going to have practically no healing supplies left. At least the large healing. Which I suppose is to be expected. Hopefully none of the other bosses along this gauntlet have a self-buff move. I don't want to use the mid recoveries though, because they're money. They're money, and they're also super defense discs, which we are going to need for Metal Greymon and... what's the English name for Mugendramon? It's so lame that I don't remember it. Now, Analog Man is the final boss, the person. What's his Digimon? I just know that it's Infinitymon. Machine Dramon, that was it. It's like half of the Digimon are machines. That's not a very good name. You know, surprisingly, you don't fight Andromon. It's just like, computer must always be right. No, actually, Jiramon's kind of messed up. Oh no. I will spend weeks researching the history of File Island. You will have to check A-game FAQs to find out you need to recruit Greymon. Even the much-touted Digimon Prosperity Tracker will be incorrect. Beep boop, I am a fucking robot. We are nearly halfway to achieving Devil Chips. Why am I still doing this stupid voice? Alright, 290 hits to go. Yeah, we got this. It's gonna be slow, but we got this. I'm expecting final victory with 8 large floppies remaining. Damn. Marvin had a really good shout with getting the protect floppies. I would never have thought of those. Good on you, my dude. Aww. I like the idea of that. A stress cat. A little stress ball. It's short, small, and fat like a potato. Rubber and full of beans. Yeah, I think the newest volunteer that we had at the library that I volunteer at had something similar. Unfortunately, I don't think that that she was able to hack the work, so we might not be seeing her again, which is a shame. I would have liked some company of people that weren't nearly twice my age. Oh well. Sadly I'm not in the US, so we don't have Dollar Tree. I could probably find something similar though. Though I say sadly, I'm in Britain, so it's not all that much better here. Tanemon, stop goofing around. There we go. Back to the murder, please. Thank you. Oh wow, we have really been doing well with this. We might end up with 10 floppies left over. I guess that getting below 20% health has really done a number on Devimon. Oh yeah, he's become a lot less aggressive now. Aww, that sucks. Surfing Pikachu is a favourite of mine. There's even a fun little thing with Raichu in Pokemon Stadium. If you have a Raichu, you surf either through it learning the move or getting lucky with, what's it called? Metronome. Yatta. Then Raichu stands up on its tail, and it looks like a really early potato version of a Alolan Raichu that wouldn't appear until 6 generations later. Oh yeah. And I love it. He's strong. Can you defeat him? Why are you doing this? Quick chip. Restock large recovery. Restock med recovery. Triple Platinum Sukamon is absolutely godly for gaining stats. Oh. Damn it, Piximon! Ten offense chips. Right, perfect. Our weight is now 5, meaning if we feed 2 moldy meat, we still have enough overhead on weight to not digivolve. Too many items. Ah! It does have a catch! Oh wow, we're at weight 1. Yeah, we can definitely afford to feed you now. I know that the speedrun route uses a different method for a couple of these floors, but I like the ones that I do because they're fairly consistent. Not the fastest, but consistent. Are you still Fuck! You're not tired anymore! Okay, that works. Go! Go, 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 go! For great justice! Take off every Zik! Damn it! Okay, hopefully I will respawn at the back end. I did not respawn at the back end. Oh. Right. You walk over there. Yep. Right. Perfect. Gotta just try and slip past the Piedmon, as you do. Wait. I think I know how to do this to make it vaguely consistent. Leave? Then re-enter. No, see, I know the trick to get past the second one. It's this first one that I struggle with. And I think this Rockamon's got about 6,000 health, so I don't want to be wasting the supplies on beating it. Ah, yeah, that works. Okay, your weight is 1. We can go for feeding you meat. On. Yes! Okay, good, 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 good. Perfect. Wonderful. Out, in. We don't have to do that screen again. Hopefully. Maybe. Possibly. No, that's fatigue. Tanemon's fatigue from, among other things, being in combat is at above 80%, so it is more likely to get injured during battle. Injury is not a thing we want, but worst case scenario, we do still have medicine. And fatigue will go away once Tanemon goes to fuck to sleep. Oh, right. Oops. That's not ideal. Come on, Tanemon, you sleep like 5 times a day. What's one more? Ah, perfect. Sleepy. E.T. baby time. Right. Let us go. It's time for the penultimate battle. We've got super defense for 50 defense a pop. We've got nearly 600 base defense. We've got the brains. We've got the offense. We've got the offense boosters. And what are we fighting against? Infinity Burn, Meltdown, and Buster Dive. 620 defense. We are preparing for the last 2 fights of trying to beat Digimon World with only a baby. I'm going through the numbers. I'm not liking 900 offense for Metal Greymon. And I'm also not liking 8,600 health. But we do have infinite MP. We have accuracy. And we have way too many healing items. Stream good. Glad to hear it. Very tired. Did some house clearing. Well, good on you for clearing up the house. It's a task that no one enjoys doing, but needs doing by someone. So good on you for stepping up for it. If you need to, feel free to get some rest. I am most grateful for your raid, and if you want to shill anything, feel free to do so. Are you the boss? I am not. I am Metal Greymon! Blank text box. I'll deal with you later. Move! I will not move for you. You won't get past me. Alright. Thanks for stopping by. I want to save energy. Fighting him won't help me. I'm coming to get you! Oh no! Okay, we have health. So, preparing defense. Probably the wisest first decision. Especially considering that horrifying 1,100 opening. Protect floppy. No more status, please. Okay, sort by battle items. Oh, that's just the fuck you, it spawns underneath you attack. Okay. Super offense disc. Offense disc. Go! Go! Random shit attack! Okay, pause. Gonna start this up in fast motion again. And there we go. Hi, Gurk. Thanks for saying hi. I'm pretty good, actually. I'm surprised at how well this challenge is going, all things considered. I have only had to break the rules of it once, and that was just because gameplay progression blocker. In Britbongland time, it is no longer my birthday as of 19 minutes ago, but yes, December 3rd was my birthday. Oh wow, even with its ridiculous defense, just the sheer amount of offense boost I've put in is actually making this viable in Terabang? Oh! Fuck. Restore. Go. Wake up, Tanemon! We have a city to burn! Oh! Gotta keep better on the numbers. We have the money to go over if we need to. I don't want to have to go through Mount Infinity again, but if needs must, then we can. We have the lifespan. We're halfway there. We've sorted the weight issue. By fatiguing Tanemon, we have seemingly got its weight to 1, so weight is no longer a concern again, which is fucking relieving, thankfully. I didn't need any extra stresses. I'm old and my hair's going grey as it is. But yeah, I'm surprised. We're gonna get through this fight with a decent amount of healing supplies left over. 3,000 out of its 8,000 health remaining. We got this. Hey, my attack does 1/5 of the damage of Sonic Jab. I'll take any damage I can get. This is the second weakest attack in the entire game. And I'm only not using the weakest because you cannot stay as a stage 1 baby for more than 4 hours. Well, okay, tell a lie, it's probably like 6 hours, but this is not supposed to be possible. Wake up, Tanemon! Oh! Shit, was not on top of that. Oh god. Okay. I need something more appropriate for this. Also, for some reason, I'm about to cry. This fucking nonsense is possible. First off, just in case, we've been listening to this pretty much the entire game, but let's use the more appropriate version this time. The Net World? I don't care if I'm hurting Digimon. Neither do I, that's not the point. Come forth, Mugen Draymon! Okay, defense cap. Protection floppy. Don't know if we need the defense boost, the offense boosts. We probably do. But fuck it, we're gonna try it anyway. Cannon! Oh, sorry, so use the more show-appropriate name. Giga Cannon, Giga Cannon, Giga Cannon, Giga Cannon. Who's just messaging me at midnight? Oh, Muffin is trading me more butts in Amarilla's butt slapper. Of course. Ignore the arse messages, got it. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to pull out all of the stops, all of the chips. But damn it, Tanemon, I cannot fault you for trying. Okay, yeah, I want to say with this speed, this is pretty much impossible. At present. We're gonna need to retreat back to File Island. One last victory lap. But Muffin! I need the chips! I just got Giga Cannons! A funny gruff-voiced man is gonna go Giga Cannon at me. Ah, my good items. Ooh, hungry ferret video. Yay. Tanemon, do you want to be sick? Eat the goddamn medicine. "47 large recoveries. 20 offense discs. You know what? 5 high-speed discs. I don't even know what they do. Eat the fucking chips. Become as strong. Okay, 660, 640. Big number, big important. Do I have any business here? Yes. Give me those numbers. Eat the defense chips. You have just over a day to live. If that. Eat the chips. Cement yourself in history. Do I have any business with you? Okay, 760. Yes, we can feed 3 HP chips. Tanemon II, I grant you brains that you can perceive. I grant you recovery that you may live. And I grant you sickness that you may kill. Let's do this. Duke the Rockmon. Really? Now of all times, Tanemon? I swear to fucking God. We've had an emotional speech, and you decide, on the way to the boss, the fucking final boss of the game, is when you're going to be a defiant little shit. In fact, actually, you know what? Just because of that, you're getting your feed request meat. With the moldy meat that's going to make you sick for this combat anyway. So if we do have to fight this Rockmon, you can win. Well, now I just feel like an asshole. Okay, just walk around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. Up left. Sorry, up right. Optional boss there. We are ignoring it. That'll be a job for Tanemon III. Come on, get sleepy. Perfect. Oyasumi nasai. You're angry, I'm angry. We have one asshole left, and we're taking it out on them. He's angry because he's been left sick for several hours, because he needs to be sick to be able to score hits. He's also angry because we've had to run from combat a few times because I'm bad at doing the Rockmon jukes on the 7th floor. And every time I have to run away from combat, he gets progressively less happy with me and less disciplined as well. Okay, protection floppy. Use the protection floppy. Thank you. Right. Start dumping the super defense discs. We're gonna pump your stats up to the max. Okay, maxed out. I feel like I'm in there. And now we start to offenses. Hey, did you just try and block? How cute. O kawaii ne. Giga cannon. If the numbers keep going up, I will keep pumping them. I don't even know what speed is going to do for Tanemon at this point. But, I mean, what else do I have to spend the money on? You know what, fuck it, have the last SDEF disc. It does absolutely nothing, but it clears up my inventory. And now all we have to do is throw the occasional disc and wait. So for the last time. At least for this stream. Maybe. Possibly. 300% speed? Tanemon beats up a monster. Okay, yeah. 4,000 damage! I am glad I took the extra health. Also, at certain angles, Tanemon is unlikely to get hit by all range beam. Neat. Good to know. Also, I can safely recover at 2,000 health or below and know that I'm not wasting life. What isn't a Digimon but should be and looks like one? Lucario. It looks like Renamon's long-lost brother. I don't know if Tanemon got a lucky hit in there or something, but what happened there? What's the local version of unprotected sex in Digimon World? DNA Digivolution? But that consumes one of the Digimon to take part, so I don't know about that. Yeah, I would say that DNA Digivolution is the closest that two Digimon come to mating in the universe. Uh-oh. Oh wow, provided I do not fall asleep at the wheel, we have absolutely got this. A Walexi, like alternate universe evil version of myself? That's a pretty common thing in Japanese naming conventions in general, not just Nintendo. Because to say that something is waru, or warui, is to say it's bad. So like, Wario is bad Mario. That's why Waluigi doesn't really sit as well. Wakachu. Blitzball is my life. To do our best. I cannot do a good Waka to save my life. Like Happy Festival fireworks. No, I can't. Are Chews immune to their own zaps? Not necessarily. They're definitely not immune to the zaps of their own species, but their own specifically. It depends. They will get sick off of their own electricity if they're just sick in general, and can hurt themselves that way, but in a more general sense, they're fairly in control of it. Yeah, like licking a 9-volt. Yeah, getting hypercharged, or just general illness, making them unable to regulate their own electricity. Where were I when Prince Andrew licked a 9-volt? Probably at home, like most other days. I don't get out much. Volunteering for the local library has been the most I've gotten out in years. So, whilst it may seem nonsensical, especially considering what we're doing, I did pick up enough brains to use evasion for a reason, and it is not to do with this fight. If we are able to get through this again, on this Tanemon's lifespan, I want to show you a funny with the true final boss. Well, true final boss of sorts. We will need more super defense discs, so I'm probably going to have to go back to Friesland. Yes, egg. You probably know what I'm getting at, laughing. You're a Digi-knower. Suffice to say, I am not going to make Tanemon sick for this fight against Digitamamon. Yes, reject humanity, return to egg. Tanemon, stop showing off and finish this! One second. Okay, grabbed a screenshot of that. How long did that fight take? I don't know. I don't want to know. Please someone clip that ending. Look, you were wrong. A baby could beat Metal Greymon. And Machine Dramon. I shouldn't have trusted the Digimon. I'll do it myself. What recruits were I not able to do? Until I had to break the rules of the challenge once to fight Greymon. I was unable to do Airdramon. I was unable to do Greymon. Unable to do Frigimon. More than likely unable to do Garurumon. Unable to do Angemon. Unable to do Skull Greymon. Unable to do Monzemon. Yeah, that's it. And anything locked behind Meramon, which is Leomon, surprisingly. But Leomon, Dramojamon, considerably faster travel to Mount Panorama, and I found out that the Digimon World recruitment tool is wrong in several cases, not least of which being the Andromon recruitment chain should be Numemon, Andromon, Giromon, not Giromon, Numemon, and Andromon. I also found out Airdramon cannot be fought unless you have a champion. Greymon cannot be fought unless you have a champion. Meramon, as you've said, cannot be accessed unless you have a champion. Wait. There's a pixel that doesn't check your type in Ice Temple? Ooh, tempting. I could do the rest of Sukamon, yeah. Sukabliat. I had to, I'm sorry. It's not transferring. What's wrong? Digimon is loiking you as we speak. Help me! Ah! Dead. But yeah, I had to spend the better part of a day of Tanemon II's life just having it shit itself in Gigimon's house to unlock Greymon. And then I had to talk to Digimon again to consider Mount Infinity unlocked, autopilot out, push the boulder, then de-digivolve Sukamon back to Tanemon, and fight Airdramon as Tanemon. Which I'm pleasantly surprised you can do. I had great time, thanks. Hi, Leomon, who I definitely did not recruit. Hi, 2D, Tsunomon, Yoramon, numerous other recruits. Dramojimon, who I also didn't recruit. Yes, let us save. Our adventure was grand. And for some reason, we still have the end of the warping playing in the background. Alright, yeah, I can take the birthday hat off now. Goodbye, birthday hat! Special thanks to Digimon, Agumon, Tanemon, Metal Greymon. Chicken nuggets? What are these special thanks? Ah yes, thank you, chicken nuggets. I did it! Birth. Okay, that whinging noise is kind of upsetting me now. The devs asked their kids who they should thank in the game and just put those in. Aww. I think autism wasn't involved in the... No, but why chicken nuggets specifically? And the credits, I don't even think they spelt Tyrannomon right.
What? See? My Mamemon wins! You know, you really got good at raising Digimon. I had to, because when I was there, I had such a hard time. Huh?
Wait. Is Mamemon one? Didn't he have Metal Mamemon? You lying to us, Mameo? Oh, no, no, it is just regular Mamemon. Is it?
What are you saying? Analog Man is back again?
Ururu ururu beep boo.
Will you deliver my Digimon?
Bye, Mameo. We'll never see those kids again. And credits again. Because I don't fucking know. Why is the credits stapled on this twice? They're not even different credits. Yeah, Tyrannomon only has one N in it. And also thanks to chicken nuggets. Again. I'm back! Okay, so only 2 texts throughout the entire game. And only 4 Digimon I ever got. First, praise you before your stats start decaying. Should probably praise you at the gym. Hey, you're right, that is a decent statue. Okay, medicine. We're gonna take Tanemon to Green Gym briefly. Not to train it, just to praise it. Like we should. Oh. Well, this was inevitable. Tanemon the Second, you've done us proud. You will pass on only a tiny fragment of your stats. But a part of you will live on in our hearts forever. So, chat, what should we name Tanemon the Third? Tane 3, Sane... Tansan. You know what? I like that. I actually like that. Well, we've doubled Yoramon's base stats, but it's just not going to be the same. And with that mostly satisfying ending, we can put a lid on Tanemon only. It is mostly possible, with the only notable exception being Greymon. This is probably where I'd put a credit sequence for the video, but I don't have any. So if you sat through 3 hours of stream VODs chopped up for your viewing displeasure and aren't asleep, you wanna do the usual YouTube shit, like, subscribe and all that. I didn't ask throughout the video because I hate that stuff. But a girl's gotta see something come out of nearly 6 months of editing this crap down, you know? And with that, I think we can safely wrap... Oh god. We come to you live from the set of a knockoff Pokemon Center to bring you this urgent update. Having loaded the failed attempt to get through this challenge on Vicemod's extreme settings, it has been found that Greymon is possible. Talking to Digimon with the champion at 15 plus prosperity is all that's needed to trigger Greymon. And now, we cut to the live studio footage. So to answer the question of is it possible to beat Digimon World with only a Tanemon, outside of the flags requiring a champion level, the answer is yes. Thanks for watching.